Have you ever heard about motivation? How about toxic motivation? What if I told you that toxic motivation can ruin not only your results, but also your health? Sounds scary, doesn't it? My name is Maria, and today I will help you understand this topic. Let's go! Motivation is what drives us toward our goals. But what happens when it becomes toxic? Are you familiar with the feeling when you strive for success, not for yourself, but to prove something to others, or because you're afraid of disappointment or judgment? Or like me, in my case, the fear of running out of time. Unfortunately, nowadays, this is not uncommon because everyone is chasing success. People try to meet social expectations, which can lead to emotional burnout and a sense of dissatisfaction. At the point, it doesn't even matter how big their achievements are. Many people deprive themselves of vital things like sleep. I once heard a quote saying that you should work while others sleep, and then you'll reach your dreams. Well, if your dream is to end up in psychiatric hospital, then sure, keep going. Take her away. In 10th grade, I deprived myself of sleep. I thought that life is too short as it is, and we waste time lying around doing nothing. Unfortunately, it all ended badly. I couldn't focus and even keep my eyes from closing. I had a lot of physical problems, and eventually I ended up in a hospital. I lost 2 weeks of priceless time there. Let me tell you another story from my life. Once in school, I had to learn 3 poems for literature class. I'll learn them later. YouTube, I'm coming! I procrastinated for so long that I had to learn them all in one day. I needed to act quickly. So I listened to the poems through my headphones until I memorized them. Then I took the next one and did the same. By the time I got to the 3rd one, I felt like my head was turning into a balloon about to pop. I couldn't think, I couldn't speak, and every sound made my head ache even worse. By the end of the day, I tried to recall at least one poem, but nothing came to my mind. My brain just refused to work. I thought all my effort had been in vain. With the thought that I have done everything I could and a terribly heavy head, I went to sleep. The next morning, I tried to recall the poems I had learned the day before, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was able to remember all 3. Especially the last one was the hardest to recall. In the end, I got almost the highest grade for the first 2 poems, and 1 grade lower for the 3rd one. This experience taught me how important it is to give yourself a break. If I hadn't sleep, I wouldn't have been able to recite any of the poems. Skipping sleep and overloading yourself is not the way to be productive. It's a direct path to failure or to the psychiatric hospital. Has everyone seen the 2nd part of Inside Out? If not, I'll leave the time code on the screen and in the description to avoid spoilers. Riley was trying so hard to be perfect that she ended up believing she wasn't good enough.
I'm not good enough.
At the beginning of the movie, she played very well, but by the end, she had completely burnt out. She was trying to impress her new team and coach, but her efforts had the exact opposite effect.
Anderson, penalty box, 2 minutes.
She even had a panic attack, and that is not pleasant at all, especially in front of everyone. It's also harmful to compare yourself to others. I'm not talking about being inspired, it's about direct comparison. I don't know who that could even motivate. When I compare myself to others, I lose all motivation. I won't become like they anyway. Am I too late? No! As long as you are alive, it's never too late. Constant comparison makes you forget your strength and think about what others do better. And in the end, you don't develop your own abilities. You waste your energy trying to become a copy of someone else. But the world doesn't need a copy. It needs the original you. And when the constant attempts to imitate your idol lead, disappointed in yourself, in your life, wasting time and damage health, yes. I often compare myself to those who started their blogs earlier than I did. So, can I change that? No, I won't get any younger or back 10 years. So why do I worry about things that's out of my control? It turns into a vicious circle. Toxic motivation drives you to chase an ideal, but the harder you try, the worse your results become. You can't give 100% over the long term, and that ruins all your efforts. So what should you do? Lie on the couch and watch others succeed? No, you should find the right balance. First, ask yourself what you really want. To become successful. 2 ways. Be more specific. Second, is this what you want or this goal imposed on you? Even if an imposed goal brings results, you'll never be happy with them. Maybe you should focus on what you want? There are countless ways to succeed. First, properly set goals. Expectations should be realistic. No one would argue that reading 1,000 pages in 10 seconds is impossible. If you set overly ambitious goals that can't be achieved in a short time, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. For example, if you set a goal to learn a foreign language to a C2 level in a month, it's likely that after a month you'll be disappointed because your goal was unrealistic. And worse, you might never want to try it again. If you realistically calculate the time and regularly dedicate efforts to the goal, your chances to success will increase dramatically. But if you stubbornly try to fit an elephant into a phone booth, you'll give up and be disappointed. Yeah, I've been there. Do you think this is my first YouTube channel? No, I've been trying to do this since childhood. Every summer vacation, I tried to revive my YouTube channel activity. I got disappointed when my videos didn't get enough views. And then I gave up for another year. And when I went to college, I dropped it for all 5 years. I did everything I could with the videos and set them to every social media group, even to Instagram. So remember, set realistic goals and praise yourself for what you have achieved. To A2 level in a year. Celebrate success. You are not robots. Sometimes things go wrong. Illness, fatigue, bad weather, bad mood, all of this affects your path to the goal. By the way, I've already mentioned this in my video, how to support yourself. Remind yourself of what you have achieved. Write down all your accomplishments, even the smallest ones. If you are unsure whether to count it as achievement or not, count it. Every achievement counts. All you can do is praise yourself and keep moving forward. If you scold yourself, you risk stopping and giving up. Is that what you want? I doubt it. Rest properly. Yes, proper rest is very important. If you sit at the desk 24/7, you will not only lose your ability to think clearly, but your back won't thank you either. Breaks are necessary even if they are small, like 5 or 10 minutes. Yes, I learned this myself. It's easier to have a little break than don't have break at all. Also important to fix your sleep schedule. Yes, sleep is also an important part of rest. Yes, I've mentioned this earlier, but it's not enough to just sleep. The quality of your sleeps matters too. Ideally, of course, you should stick to a schedule. The most important thing is to get to bed and wake up at the same time every day. In order not to miss the time when it's time to sleep, I set alarms for the evening, and when I hear the signal, I go to sleep. I set my alarm for an hour earlier, so I have time to get ready. Then I set the second alarm, and it already means I have to sleep. And it's crucial to sleep for the full 7 or 8 hours, depending on how much rest you need to feel fully recharged. Don't forget that we are all different. Some people need 6 hours, while others need 8. Don't compare yourself to those who need less sleep to feel rested. Also, don't forget about fresh air. Sometimes it's just enough to step onto the balcony. Ideally though, go for a jog or walk in the park. If you are a creative person, you use the bricks you already have when creating. Every now and then, you need to go out into the world for new bricks. If you stay home 24/7, your resources will run out. Unexpectedly brilliant ideas often come during rest. It takes discipline to build a balanced work and rest system. Motivation gives us the spark, while discipline helps us move over the long way. One doesn't exist without the other. Remember, motivation without discipline is useless, and discipline without motivation doesn't work. Feed yourself with quality, meaningful motivation, and you'll definitely succeed. Thanks for watching. See you in next or previous video. Bye bye. See you later.